Hey everyone, how's it going? I just wanted to come live with you because I wanted to share something really interesting. Excited for many of you to come in on live today. I'll probably surprise a few of you as well. We'll probably bring a couple of you live. I love that. So if you're coming in on live right now, I want you to send a request. If you want to go live with me and you want to ask me a question or just hang out for a second, then I want you to send that request. Say that you want to go live with me right now. We've got over 2,000 people live. Instagram, take a screenshot of this right now. Share it to your story. So click on this button right here, this one. This little paper plane thing. Share it. Tag me. Let everyone know that we're going live right now so they can come and join us as well. I want to invite a few of you onto the live. Rose, nice to see you. Ava, nice to see you. Mary, good to see you here as well. Jean, thanks for being here. Saurabh, Amelia, thank you for being here. Got over 2,600 people. Just waiting for a few more to come in on live before I tell you what this is all about. I'm excited to let you know. And here's what I want to share with you. Let's see if we can get to over 3,000 people. I'm excited. Okay. Awesome. So this is something that I really wanted to share with all of you that I didn't really get to share with you to the degree that I wanted to. So this month I was on the cover of Success Magazine, which was a huge honor for me. I've been an avid reader of Success Magazine. I'm going to tag the link and the magazine in my pinned comments. Right? So I want to tell you all about this. Now, I don't know how many of you have heard or read Success Magazine. It's incredible. I remember reading it a long time before I ever had the opportunity to be on a cover of it. And so when I got connected, it was a huge honor for me. I'm so deeply grateful to be on the cover. And this month's issue, which surprisingly, this was crazy, it became about how to find your passion and build side hustles. And obviously we had no idea that it was going to be COVID and Corona time. And we had no idea that this was going to be the challenge that the world would be going through. But I know that for so many of you right now, building a side hustle, finding your passion is the top of your list. It's a huge priority. So I want you to know that I'd love for you to check out Success Magazine, because for me as well, I used to read articles well before I was in the issue. It was something that I used to love referencing, some great articles, great insight. And right now, there's something really important that I want to share with you. So I'm trying to tell you about a great offer that Success has allowed me to offer all of you, my incredible audience. So for a limited time only, you can take up to 74% of the cover price of Success Magazine. That means for less than $16 a year, $16 a year, you get 6 issues delivered to your door. Each month, Success Magazine shares the lessons you need to take control of your personal and professional development, right? And I don't want you to miss this opportunity. So if you want 6 issues a year delivered to your door for just $16, you can go to here, success.com/grads. It's an incredible offer, wanting to support people's growth, wanting to support people's personal and professional development. So if you're someone who wants to grow, who wants to make a difference in their life, check out success.com/grads. I want to surprise a couple of you and bring you on live with me. So let me have a look who has requested. So I want you to request a live if you want to go live with me right now, and I'm going to bring you on. Okay, let's see who we're going to surprise today. Okay, I'm looking down my list who's requested. Okay. This is Gigi. Hope you joined, Gigi.
Oh my God, hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Your meditation for 40 days, and I tried to go live with you. Also, we are born in the same day on September 6th.
That's amazing.
I've been following you for a very long time. I feel like
thank you. And your name's Gigi?
It's Georgiana, but everybody calls me Gigi, so yeah.
Perfect. Nice to meet you. Where in the world are you?
From Romania. And I used to live in England. So I moved here before COVID started, a month before COVID, and I had to stay in Romania, so I'm kind of lucky. And now I meditate every day and I found my passion. Also, so I started making videos and do what you are doing to help younger people. Like now I talk with kids that are 15 and have anxiety problem and depression because they have exams. So all of that. And now I realize that it doesn't matter, that what is important is inside us. and it's the relationship with ourselves. So I apply everything that I can learn from you every single
I
day,
love
and I
it.
don't
Thank you, Gigi.
focus. Yeah, well, you inspire me. Like, you are a huge inspiration for me, honestly. Like, I
Thank
can't
you
thank
so
you
much.
enough.
That means a lot to me. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much for finding your passion, because what inspires me is seeing people like you take knowledge and take wisdom and turn it into something real. That's what inspires me. So you're inspiring me too. So thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I started putting videos on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. Now I'm working on probably doing a podcast, and I started reaching out to people. And I'm like, if everybody
Amazing.
would do 1% every day, the world would be so different.
Amazing. Absolutely. Thank you, Gigi. So nice to meet you today. I look forward to meeting you in person.
Yeah,
Thanks so much for tuning in.
yeah,
Everyone
me
go
too.
check
I
out
can't
Gigi's
wait. Like,
video.
I can't wait to come to America when we'll be able to travel, and I'll definitely meet you in
Yeah,
person.
me too. Thank you, Gigi.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much for it.
Thank
You
you. What a sweet person. Love what she's doing. Go check her out. Okay. Let's see some more people. Who else is on live? John Pierre, I'm excited to see you. JP, it's been a long time, man. I hope you. JP, how's it
Hey,
going, bro?
dude,
It's good to see
dude,
you. It's good to see you, man. I saw your name. I was so happy to see it. I had to bring you on. How's it going?
bro, amazing. So good to see your face, man. I
Yeah, it's
never
good
am
to
on
see yours.
lives, and something you popped up, and I just thought, you know what? I'm just gonna press request. Yeah, really good to see you, bro.
Yeah,
You're
it's so good
so
to see you, bro. I saw your name pop up, and I was like, "How can I not? How are you doing, man? How you been? How's your recovery? Looks amazing. You're like the. By the way, if no one knows, go check out JP. Go and follow this guy. Check out his
no, no, no.
story
That's not
because
why I'm here,
no,
man.
no,
That's
no.
not
But
why
listen to
I'm
me.
here.
Listen. I need to share it because so I met JP probably about 3 years ago. Right now, probably 3 years ago in Dubai. I think it was around three, maybe four. No, three.
Yeah.
And we really got along. We hit it off. Like we just connected and we had a few really deep, reflective conversations. And last year, JP went through a really horrific accident, like an accident that would have killed most people and almost did. And I've just never seen someone, now you can't tell. And when I say horrific, I mean like that's like an understatement. Like if you look at the pictures of what happened to this man, you'll just be mind blown that he's sitting here smiling right now. And that's why I'm telling people to follow you, is because I think the journey that you've been on is something that we can all learn a lot from and will help a lot of people. So I'm
Would
not saying it from a point of view, just, go follow this guy because
yeah,
he's
yeah.
sharing some motivational stuff. It's like he's been through a lot in the last year and he's been documenting his journey, which I think is really powerful. So anyway, JP,
Dude,
that's fine.
first of all, thank you so much for that. I almost didn't press request because I didn't want you to think that that's why I'm wanting to come on screen. Like
Dude, I
from
would
the
never think,
accident.
dude, you're a
Oh
friend. I would
god.
never think that of you. It's just
So
great to be on with
literally,
you.
it was in 2 days will have been 1 year in 2 days. But Jay, I just want to say, yeah, thanks for everything that you do around purpose, dude. Because I've realized in lying in hospital, I realized that so many things I was chasing, dude, in my life, like just it weren't important to me anymore. Because now I had this new perspective of life, and I've just taken a year out to just get really clear through meditation and connecting with nature, like what is my purpose? Like that is to everyone here that follow Jay, like honestly, just listen to what he says. It's the most important thing in life, knowing why you're here. So just thank you, dude. I love you, man. I'm so
No, I
glad
love
that
you
you
too, man.
I'm so
No, I
glad
want
that
to.
you pushed the button.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course. If I see someone that I know and have a relationship with, I love bringing them on. I love surprising everyone. These have been really meaningful to me because I just love connecting with people from all over the world who are applying the wisdom and the knowledge in their own way. And man, I want to ask you though, like from what you went through and just how, like you said, it's 2 days till a year. I can't believe that. Like,
How weird
it's
that this is the day that
yeah,
I'm
this is
like
insane. Yeah,
almost
and
exactly a year.
how do you like? What goes through your mind when you almost die? Like, as in, like, because it looked really bad. Like, it's not. I would never have asked you that question last year, but I'm asking it
Yeah,
now
yeah.
because I just feel like it's. it literally, like the pictures and everything, like you just, it's like you can't, it's like from a superhero movie or something.
So,
It's almost like you're Wolverine. And you know, like, it's
well,
like,
all my bones are filled with metal now, so I'm kind of like Wolverine.
yeah, it's just like, how do you break through that, dude? And you're smiling and you sound the same, and
Yeah.
you know, your energy's just flying off the screen. Like you look
Well,
great. And
first of all, can I just give a shout out to you? What most people don't know, probably the whole world, is that one of the first messages I got when I lay in intensive care was from Jay. Jay sent me a video message and he said, "I'll never forget this, bro. You said, bro, fight. We need you. The world needs you." And I've shared that with so many people. Like, one of the things that got me through it, first of all, was I am so blessed to have amazing people in my life, or that have come into my life. They don't have to be next to you all the time, but you know they're there. And that message meant more to me than ever, dude. And I kept that in my head. The world needs you. The world needs you. And I made my recovery about others, and therefore I shared it online. But what's it like? It just gives you a whole nother perspective. You think you know until you realize you don't know. And for you to be able to do that, I've always been a fighter, trying to run away from my past. So I was always chasing, and the chasing led me to be hit by a drunk driver, left on the side of the road for dead, and, you know, wedged between a metal barrier and a tree. And then from that new perspective of lying on my ass for the first time in my life and not being in intensity, I just realized that so much of life that you think is important really isn't. And life is really, really simple. It's find your purpose and give it to others.
yeah,
That's it. Like,
yeah, it is, but it's you know, it's the way you're sharing it. And you know, when I met you, you were already reflective, and you know, you were already evolved. And yeah, we've all got work to do. I'm still doing the work too. But it's interesting when, for a lot of people, getting hit, like, I don't know if you've heard of Rick Hansen. So Rick Hansen, I interviewed him recently. It's not out yet, but he was actually in the similar situation. But what ended up happening is he hitchhiked in a truck, and the truck went over a bump, and he fell out, and he's been in a
oh
wheelchair
my
ever
God.
since.
Oh my
And for years,
word.
like he's for years, and it was literally like he hitchhiked once and ended up in this accident, and then, you know, he's been in a wheelchair ever since, and he's achieved incredible things. Like he's from Canada, achieved like phenomenal athletic things from being in a wheelchair. And so he's a really powerful speaker, and but he had the same attitude. Like he has no bitterness towards the driver. Like, it wasn't like, oh, it was that drunk driver, or it was that driver who didn't know what he was doing. It was like, you know, it's so easy to turn into that victim, especially in your situation, especially when it's a drunk driver, when it's illegal to do that. And for you to be sitting here going like, oh no, this is how I've taken it, and you haven't even mentioned the other side. It's like, wow, like, you know, that's the most impressive part for me. That's
See,
phenomenal.
I could come to LA and I could have Jay Shetty beat me up. And for some reason, we got in a fight. And I could say, oh, it's Jay's fault. But I could also say, it's my fault I came to LA. It's my fault I lived in the UK, which is closer than South Africa. Like, I could, you know, yes, it's the drive. I could blame the driver, but it was my fault for cycling, my fault for cycling with a client, my fault for being a coach, my fault for moving to the UK. All of those things led to that one little moment. And you and I know that giving our power away to someone by blaming them literally means that we're powerless to change it. So
yeah, but you're living it,
yeah,
JP. You're living it. It's really, really admirable, man. And I'm not saying that. Like, I really mean it. When people go through such deep physical and emotional and mental pain, and your life's almost like stripped away from you, like, you're very courageous and brave, man. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I meant that message, and I'm glad that you're here to tell us the stories and tell us about the scars and the pain, because yeah, the world needs you, man. I'm going to say it again. The world needs you. The world needs people who come out real from these. Not and you know, I know the thing is, when you've gone through real pain or real transformation, then it's not marketing or sales. It's real. It's like growth. Like, you have to go through that. You know, it's not like you're telling a sob story to get a bit of empathy and compassion. It's like you really went through that. And I can see from the way you're sharing it now, there's been so much internal growth. And you look like you're beaming. You look like you're radiating, man. So it's
I'm just
awesome.
happy to talk to you and see you.
Me too, man. Me too. Where are
uh,
you right now?
I'm at home in the UK, middle of
Okay.
England,
Okay.
Northamptonshire.
Good. Good. Oh, nice. I know
Yeah.
Northampton. My brother-in-law's from Northampton.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
cool.
cool. Okay.
I
Nice, man.
love following you and Ryder's video, just seeing, and she's definitely in her purpose, and you guys are amazing, man. Just what you're doing. I don't want to
Thanks, man.
congratulate you on Success Magazine because it's amazing, but you're so much more than that. You know, you're just I think I think
Thank you, man. I
like
appreciate that.
Marianne Williams says, when we liberate ourselves, we give other people permission to do the same. And when you live in purpose and you share that, you give other people permission to do the same. And that's, I think, partly what I think befriending you over the last 3 years and realizing that I now have a choice. God would has put me on a standstill, and I have a choice now: go back to my old life or create a new life. And spent a lot of time meditating and just trying to find what is that. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm figuring it out.
I love it, man. Everyone go and check out JP's story. I mean it. JP, thank you for coming on live. I'm glad you pressed the button, man. It's so nice reconnecting. And when I'm back in England,
Love you,
I'd love to
man.
see you, man. So hopefully I see you. Take care,
Would be
JP.
amazing.
Thank you, man.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
bro.
much, bro.
Take care.
Cheers.
Nice surprise for me. That was a nice surprise for me, everyone. I wasn't expecting that at all. Okay, we'll do more tomorrow. We'll do more tomorrow or another day. Okay, so I want to let you know, if you want to get success copies delivered to your door, 6 of them a year, $16, success.com/grads. It's a great magazine, great initiative, great articles, great team, good people. And so if you're looking for more motivation, inspiration in your life, then success.com/grads. Thanks everyone for watching. See you soon.